Is that right? I think I'm right. I think I'm on. I think I got a green light over there. I hit the right button, I think. I'm inside. I'm ready to grow. Anyway, our old driller lies a-sleepin'. He don't know he's gonna leave. He'll wake up in the doghouse. He'll moan and groan and grieve. Well, his drilling days are over. Ain't gonna run this rig no more. 'Cause he done made up his time when them blocks fell through the floor. Ain't gonna need this rig no longer. Ain't gonna need this rig no more. Ain't got time to paint the drawworks. Ain't got time to wash the floor. I'm gonna wait. Hey, there y'all are. Showtime Dwizzles here. Dorothy Tyndall's with us. Tina Riley's with us. Debbie Marie's here. Mund 167. Thank you, baby, for coming by. We appreciate it. And Jorge Tirebiter is with us. Thank you, buddy. And Jake Clayton and Stephanie is with him. Are you shitting me? They're both together. I thought he had to go back to work or something. Nope, he's down there spreading flowers around and shit. And then had the gall to post his picture. Right handsome fella. Making the rest of us have to work hard, babe. Anyway, Donald Devin is here. Sherry P. and Karen Van Wyck is here. Greg Talbert, buddy, I'm glad to see you there, buddy. Whew. Y'all are going to have to bear with me today. Keith Thompson, Micah Cruz, Virginia Woody. I appreciate y'all all being here. And there's my buddy Bill Jones out in North Carolina. Anyway, it's going to be an ad-lib day because I spent all day. I had to go to the dump today, which was always an exciting journey into town. It's about a 50-mile trip in a hot truck. So I just got home a little while ago, and maybe I'm trying to catch up. It's way too hot, and I've sweated too much already today to go take this stuff down to the shop. So I decided to do it up here today. Hey, Dennis Valadez, Patrick Greer, Diana Marie, how y'all doing? I'm glad y'all showed up, baby. Anyway, I got to ad-lib today because I wasn't around here all day to check the news and see what's going on. I've been listening to it in my truck, though. I can tell you the basic thought of the day, I guess, is the glorious leader has declared in all caps that all the schools across the nation will open. There ain't no debate here. Everybody's got to open their school. And it was the folly that happens afterwards. He threatened to cut off funding for schools that do not open. And lo and behold, we have a coronavirus task force meeting from the Department of Education. Go figure, it just accidentally happened that way. No, it's because the Donnie asshole tweeted out some shit, and that's the way our government works now, is Donnie tweets something out of his ass, and then we have to go into figuring out how to do what he says. Anyway, that's not all I did today. I want to make a shout out a little bit, and I hope she's watching. Her name is Esther. I want to give her a shout out. She works for the United States Postal Service. And Esther called me today because a while back ago, one of our Blue Dot family members had mailed me a package. And he did not see the show where I opened that package. And so he was not aware that I had gotten the package. So he sent me the tracking number and said, John, I sent you a package. You didn't get it. Here's the tracking number. So I contacted the Postal Service, gave them the tracking number, and they were going to investigate it. Well, in subsequent conversations with our Blue Dot family member, when he described the contents in the box, and he described things like this bear head, then I knew I had already received that box. And I was intending to call the post office to let them know, slipped my mind. Esther called me today, and I had to explain and apologize that indeed I had gotten the package. But Esther was so kind and generous with her time. I know I wasted her time a bit, but I let her know that this Blue Dot family has supported the Postal Service for a while, not just today. We try to attempt to buy postcards from the Postal Service to support them and all that. Our postman, Bear, is a well-loved individual in this family, and we're all just happy with that. Jane Mendenhall donated $1 through Super Chat. Jane, thank you very much. How come that's so loud at night today? Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, Department of Education. So Betsy DeVos comes trotting her, well, I like to call her more like Corilla DeVille. That's who she reminds me of. Betsy DeVos, the owner of 8 yachts spread across the world so she can helicopter to any one of them. She's the lady I'm always talking about when I say we're in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. Betsy DeVos got 8 great big ones. She'll run over your little P-row in a heartbeat. Anyway, that's where the information is coming today. That's where we get our guidance from today is again, with the Mike Pence mealy-mouthed shit that he puts out, coming out there to try to support whatever the hell Donnie spits out in an articulate way. That is just so embarrassing. Anyway, I got to catch my thoughts here for just a second, man. Y'all, this don't always go so either. Esther, is that, gosh darn it, how the heck are you? Esther, is that you? Oh, Esther, is that you? I hope so. I hope she's in there. As a matter of fact, I had a little conversation with her on the phone, and she even went and checked out my Facebook page, so... You know, I'm not bashful about letting people know what side of the fence. If you are so inclined to be a Republican, I tend to steer you away because I don't want to offend you. I don't want to get you pissed off at me. I just don't want you to vote for that guy again. Anyway, the schools are going to open up because the glorious leader has so demanded in every school in the nation. If you don't open up, we're going to cut off funding. He can't do that. He can't do that. He thinks everything that is in our treasury, he has a hand on. The same way as taking military funds for his little border wall down there, his little Trump statue to himself down there. He thinks he can take anything from anywhere. And he also thinks he can command across. This country is in the heat of a pandemic. And the numbers down here, especially in my state, Greg Abbott, are rising through the roof. In Florida, in Arizona, in California, it's spreading higher and higher. And because Donnie the dictator wants to decree that it is not so, it puts our society in danger. There are places in our country where opening a school is not a great thing, but he's treating it just like his rallies. Pack them in there tight, baby. It doesn't matter. Just get them in there because it looks good. They might get sick. And oh, by the way, Tulsa is seeing a rise in COVID. No, go figure. I don't know how that happened. You know, a little rally there maybe. How about pulling people all across the country into one little town and let's just get everybody sick? That's what's happened there, and that's what he's going to do with these schools. He's going to force them because he doesn't pay attention. Hell, he's a hair's breadth from firing Fauci already. You don't see Fauci out there no more. It's all the other ones. That CDC director could go kiss my ass. Are you shitting me? On the stage today, the CDC put out guidelines on how the schools open. Donnie comes out with a tweet, says they're too stringent. They're no good. According to his ass, the glorious leader, the very stable genius in him, the guy that paid somebody to take his SATs because he can't spell the word hamburger, has determined that the CDC guidelines are too stringent for these schools. So what does the CDC do? That's right, baby. They roll over and they run back to their desk and try to come up with a new set of guidelines that the glorious leader is going to approve of. Are you shitting me? Hell, why do we have a CDC? Why do we have anything? Everything is by decree with this man. This is not a democracy. Anything but, baby. The way this man is running our country, this is not a democracy. This is what the king says. That's it. No other discussion here. You have rules, regulations, laws. Well, they don't mean shit to him. None of them. He's got an attorney general that'll help wash everything right under the rug, anything that happens. And oh, by the way, in this whole thing with the education department, they got into the discussion of where the funds are going for the COVID-19, for the emergency relief funds for low-income families and kids. Yeah, they're going to private schools because Betsy DeVos decrees it. They're stealing the money. Taxpayer money that is destined for low-income neighborhoods to help with online education. And no, Betsy DeVos is going to go send it over here to our father of the boopity-boop so, they get a whole bunch of money, but they don't have to abide by the laws. when you get into the money issues of this whole COVID-19, there is where you see the destruction of the Republican Party as a whole, the final straw. It's not enough that you're an immoral party that supports a racist, bigoted asshole, a misogynist, every name you can come up with in the medical spectrum for him. And they support him. They do not challenge him on anything. The education thing today, it's just the school opening. It's just the chaos of the day. Yesterday we were talking about his racism. Today it's schools. Tomorrow it's going to be something else. Because the chaos must continue. The division must continue. The hatred has to continue. And that's what he's trying to do. Create as much hate amongst our citizens, one pitted against the other, as much as he can. It is his only hope to create such a disaster that he tries to lay some claim on the presidency, regardless of the election. I'm not up for that shit, baby. I know you aren't either. I'm not about to sell this country out. I'm watching this thing decline every day, and it breaks my heart. I see good people trying to stand up and do the right thing. You know, I told y'all it's going to be a rambling. Let me pause here. Hello, Candy Guidry. That's my main admin up in Arkansas who runs our Blue Dot Family page. John Bertavo Speaks Blue Dot Family. If you have not joined that page on Facebook, run over there and join it. And Candy, thank you for being here, darling. Oh, shit, squirrel. Oh, no, I'm back. What really pissed me off here, again, and it's again, and I'm going to caveat this with my standard line. Lapaka 334 donated $5 and says, fuck Trump. I agree with you totally, Lopaka. Anyway, Fox News, the most anti-American bullshit that you could put on your TV. If you even see that crap, it's like it sears your freaking brain, the disgusting crap that comes out of there on a constant basis through all of them. But this guy, Tucker Carlson, this little Alfred E. Newman-looking asshole who pretends, he gives the stupidest looks on TV every time you see him on TV, and when he asks a question and pauses, he looks like, I don't know, where'd you get that guy out of? I'd say, but I don't want to. Anyway, Tucker Carlson coming after Tammy Duckworth. That's right, baby. A veteran who was wounded in combat, lost both her legs for this nation. Purple Heart recipient. That's the least of it. Look down at her legs. They're not there. She gave them for this country. And this little weasel on the freaking Tucker Carlson bullshit. If I swear anybody buys a product that advertises on Fox News, you should be ashamed of yourself. Fuck them people. Tucker Carlson challenges the her country. She loved it enough to join, asshole. Did you? No. I'll answer that question. Tucker Carlson never joined the military. Tucker Carlson didn't see fit to serve this country. Tucker Carlson wants to sit on the sidelines and denigrate a veteran. Laura Ingraham and your Sean Pantywaist, a bunch of anti. He retired because he was holding back his fellow servicemen from getting their promotions because of the hatred and the retaliation that this disgusting puke of a man in our house has personally seen fit to destroy the career of a military hero, a man that stood up and spoke truth to power, and is going to pay a high price for it, just like anybody else that stands up against this man. He will smash your ass, and the Republican Party and the Republican Senate will allow him to do it. Doesn't matter about your military career. We support the troops. Really? I don't think so. You keep your grubby pecker off my flag, too, you disgusting whore. Ben Stroud donated $2 to Super Chat, said, hi, John. What did I miss? Trump say now? Fuck Trump. Something every day, Ben. There's a new chaos every day. There's a new disaster every day. Another tweet, another attack on somebody. Because that's the life we live now. That's our normal now. We don't listen to experts, medical scientists, or anybody else. We have to ask the Grand Wizard up there. No, Grand Wizard, wait, let me go get my MAGA hat, my Klan hat. I'm tired. I'm tired of my nation being embarrassed, of making idiots out of us. Are you shitting me? They got stories on the damn TV about how come every other nation in the world can wear a mask and everything and control this shit. Not. We're full of Americans that wear red hats who have their freedoms. You know, it was once said, when you give up freedom for security, you deserve neither one. We could do this as a nation. Every other nation in the freaking world has done it, but not us, baby. And it's because of the lack of leadership, the total maniac that is in our office that pulls shit out of his ass every day and expects this country to zigzag all over the place. Well, I don't zigzag, baby. I'm walking straight. The man in our house is nothing but a crook, a liar, a thief. And his even niece is now coming out with a book. Oh, he paid somebody to take his SATs. He caused the death of his brother because he's such an asshole. He learned from his father very well. Both of them well versed in Nazism. And that is where I see the Republican Party today. They are not a party of patriots. This man has allowed them to turn in the party of Hitler, the party of 1938's Germany. The Fuhrer will decide what our nation does, who lives and who dies, who gets the funding and who doesn't. God forbid if you're on a jury in a case that relates somehow to him, he'll sing you out as a private citizen and attack your ass. There's nothing left of the Republican Party. They're trying to jump ship now in the last few months of this robbery that's gone on. And have no mistake, that's exactly what it's been. A robbery. You know, it was told to me by my father when I was a kid that a man with a gun cannot steal as much money as a man with a briefcase. A man with a briefcase can walk away with billions, baby. What's a guy with a gun going to get, a couple $1,000 if he robs a bank or some shit like that? Well, guess what, baby? The biggest crook this country has ever seen, and his crony criminals with Mnuchin and Barr and Betsy DeVos. Pick one. Pick a cabinet member. You know, I get, John, Dad, calm down. How can we do that? How can we calm down? We have fears that this man is create some kind of national crisis at the last minute so he can control the vote. The Republican Party does it all the time anyway. In a normal season, they lie, cheat, and steal. What do you think they're going to do this time? They're going to do everything. They're going to pull the stops out, baby. And that bothers me. It worries me. It should worry every one of us. How to get a handle on this. We all toil with that shit every damn day. We ask ourselves, how are we going to get this under control? I wish I had all the answers to that shit. I don't. But I do know that the most powerful nation that this country, the most powerful thing we have is our voice and our vote. If anything can hold true in our society, that has to. And this time, we can't let anything stop us from voting. No matter what they throw up in our path, we have to overcome that. We have to make our voice heard. And somebody asked me, well, John, what happens if he gets away with it and he retains the presidency? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm packing my shit and I'm going to Washington, D.C. I'm going to be out in front of that house, and I don't care if I'm sitting there for the next 5 fucking years flipping me in the fucking bird. That's what I'll do. But I don't know. I get so mad sometimes because, like I say, every day is a new story. Today it's the educational system in our schools reopening in the middle of a pandemic that everybody says is ridiculous. But it's like the nobody's could proclaim the king has no clothes. The king is ignorant. The king is stupid. The king is vindictive. The king doesn't care. Eat cake, motherfuckers. That's the message from him. That's the message from this whole administration. The only people benefiting from this whole administration are those that didn't need benefiting in the first place. They already have billions of dollars. How much more do you want? How much more can you steal from a society that is in dire need of everything? How many of their fellow citizens are they willing to watch be destroyed while they fill their coffers up and run away smiling? You know, I even seen a story on the news about how the whole system of the funds work itself, how the Treasury gives the money to the big bank who gets a cut and they get interest, and then they loan it to another smaller bank who gets a cut and some interest, and then they give it to another bank. The banks are making a windfall. That's the word they use. Banks are making a windfall more on the coronavirus funds than they did in their whole reporting of 2019. This is a business, and it's not for you. It's for them. You got your $1,200, shut up. While we steal everything this country has to offer. That's who the Republican Party is. And that is why I cut no slack anymore. If you support this man, you are a neo-Nazi in my book. You are the same people that sent the Jews to the camps in 1938. That's who they are. I have no, John, you shouldn't say that shit. You're going to hurt. I don't give a shit. They're fake patriots. They're liars. Anyway, let me catch up here, baby. I'm sorry. Karen Van Wyk donated $2 to Super Chat and said, every time I see hump or flag, I get sick. I do too, Karen. It just pisses me off. And John Diddy Bag donated $10 to Super Chat and said he's trying to force kids and teachers back into school right after he sends his kids back to school, which he won't do. Oh, no, and if he does, I guarantee you they got all sorts of testing around his little ass. Not your kids so much. Ben Stroud donated $2 to Super Chat and said, the BDF is where I get my news only. Only ones I trust. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. I don't know. We're trying to do our best, bub. That's all we can do. And Tim Torkelson, again, donated $5 to Super Chat and said, here is a soothing neck massage for you, John, to soothe the support in him and remind we are winning. The beast shall soon be slain. Tim, I hope you're right. And Diana Marie donated $2 to Super Chat and said, false has stolen billions. Fatso has stolen billions from us. Fuck Trump. There you go. I get it right eventually. Now I got to do this one over here and go like that. I appreciate y'all donating so much. It helps us so much. And on that note, we're going to have another giveaway tomorrow night. So I think Trevor's going to put it on the website at bluedotintexas.com. Go by there and sign up. We're going to do another giveaway. Those donations go a long way, and we appreciate them tremendously. It is what has allowed us to progress. But and progress we must, not only this election, but I say it all the time. We have so much work to do after this election. This isn't magically going to fix itself after we kick his ass out. There's going to be more destruction between now and the time we get his ass out of the office. So it ain't going to be right for a long time, baby. But I have faith that this Blue Dot family and Blue Dots around the world and just plain good people are going to stand up and do the right thing. And like I said, every day we see the Republicans jumping ship. Our own governors trying to back paddle all over the place, trying to say, oh, it's not my fault. What else did I miss here? That's it. Oh, yeah. No, don't want to forget this shit. The Houston mayor cancels the Texas GOP convention. Isn't that just too freaking bad? Yeah, they wanted to pack a convention hall up there in Houston, one of the biggest hot spots in the nation, and they have a Republican convention there, and the mayor just said, too bad, buddy. Maybe Jacksonville still. Go see Ron DeSantis. Maybe he don't give a shit. But take your crap out of here because we don't want it. You're trying to kill enough Texans as it is, Greg Abbott. We don't need to add any more to you and Dan Patrick. I swear this state better get rid of them two ass-lickitis sufferers and get them out of our state government and turn this state blue, baby. Turn this nation blue. Anyway, that's all I got. Lord have mercy. Don't want to turn this into a whole thing. I'll waste y'all's whole day. Anyway, John Diddybag, I appreciate it, bub. And I appreciate Rose Taylor. Thank you for being here. Valerie Rosada, Andrea Mitchell. I see y'all in there. That's right. Leslie Palermo. I'm sorry, it's going fast. She says fucker is worried about TikTok. Yeah, he is. He ought to be. Shit, I hope they keep that crap up. The Lincoln Project keeps up their stuff. Just keep hammering. Today's shit show up there at Department of Education is just another indication that we are faced with a choice in this nation. We can elect a new president, or we can ensure a dictator rises in the first time in American history and takes control of this country, because if he got in for another 4 years, you bet your ass that ain't the end of it. He's learning from Putin, baby. There's some kind of thing old Barr can work out that, yeah, we could be staying here until, maybe 2030, and then Don Jr. can take over, or maybe even Ivanka. Are you shitting me? I'm sure Daddy paid for all of their colleges, too. All the shit this Trump family has done is nothing but a bunch of fake son of bitches. I swear. There ain't a decent one amongst them all. Anyway, Maria Betancourt donated $2 to Super Chat and said thank you to Tammy for making masks. I agree with you, Maria Betancourt. Tammy Ames, our own Nana Lovely, has been making masks ever since this thing started, and she has been sending them out to Blue Dot family members. We have some, and I know a lot of Blue Dot family members have gotten them. There are members of this family that have been reaching out and helping each other, and that's what we should do. It's what we should do. And it makes me proud to see that going on in this chap. Hi, Eva Adams, all the way from Berlin, baby. And Carol Gillens, I thank you for being here. And Gene Shankly, Brian Champagne. I see the names there, and it just warms my heart. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to waste y'all's all day. Anything I got to say? Nope. Tomorrow night's Blue Dot family meeting. Tomorrow night on Thursday, then we'll settle right into Beer and Bud Friday. So get ready for that. Hold on to your britches. There ain't no telling what's going to happen tomorrow and what kind of drama are we going to have, or what chaos is going to be started tomorrow. It's got to be changing constantly to keep you from thinking about all the other bullshit that's already happened. The Russian payoff money, the Russian hookers, whatever it has to do with Putin, you can bet your ass. I already seen where he's made like 16 phone calls to him in the last month. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Yeah, that's where he's getting his marching orders from, baby. It ain't us. It's straight from the Kremlin, baby. Anyway, I love you. I love this family. Thank you for being here. And tune in tomorrow, baby. We'll see what kind of shit show happens then. Anyway, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you then. Bye now.